alone in my room, time after time. All I've got left is my will to survive, but I've got the fire burning inside, and I've waited so long for this moment in time. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me. You can dream when you sleep, you can sleep when you're dead. The bitch is hungry and she needs to be fed. I'm not gonna have sand kicked in my face anymore till the day that I die. Show me the way, show me a sign, show me that this time it's my turn to shine. I'm gonna be so much better than you, 'cause this time it's all about me.
About me, it's all about me. Not you, it's all about me. Fuck you, 'cause it's all about me.
Early to bed, early to rise. Could I have a salad instead of the fries? The odds are against me, but what the hell? I'm gonna start standing up for myself. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me. She was my true love, now she's dead and gone. She made me feel whole, and when I failed, she'd hold my hand when nobody ever would. She understood. She came with me everywhere I'd go. I miss her so. She was my only true love. She was all I would ever need. But now she's dead and buried under the willow tree. Should all acquaintance be forgotten? Mamma mia, diarrhea. Mamma mia, diarrhea. My friend, his truth is marching on. Let's drink a cup of poison now to the days of kingdom come. The children flying through the air from sea to shining sea, and the people proudly marching tall while she blows them all away. The people proudly standing there while she blows them all away. I was roving on the bog on a misty Irish morning when an Englishman jumped up and shouted, "Ho, top of the morning, row, ho, diddle-i-yay, fancy free with a hang down low, shave my belly with a rusty knife, and I wake up in the morning, a bottle of rum and a fancy jig, and the road rise up to me, gee, just put another shrimp on the barbie friend, and I'll be there to greet ye. Row, ho, skiddly-doo, whack all day on a toddy-o, with a bottle of rum and a drunken whore, and I go home in the morning. Row, ho, diddle-i-yay, musty Irish morning friend, shitting in a bucket with a drunken whore, and I go home in the morning.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, check, test, 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 test. Testing the mic, 1, 2, 2, roast beef, boof. Checking the mic, 1, 2. Help. Coffee. Computer, volume 10. Computer, where's the rest of my coffee?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Of course you're not. You can only help with things that you sell Amazon goods. Oh, God. Whoo! You can do this. Can we get a check on the mic? Help. Hey, can we check reverb? Checking reverb now. Help. Okay, thank you. We're on. Hello everybody and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to know the difference between slicing and dicing. I'm sure you've heard people say, hey, you know, you better slice those carrots or you better dice those carrots, and you're like, what the fuck's the difference? Well, it's a very subtle difference, and I don't actually know the difference. But we're going to look it up today. We're going to go to YouTube and poke around and see if we can find it. I've got some veggies here that we're going to go through. Eggplant. And this is zucchini, I believe. Some celery. Or this might be radicchio. And this is an onion. So, or as they say in French, oignon. Maui Girl 45 says julienne. Yeah, we might julienne it. I did a lesson on julienning about a year ago or more. Parasitosis says nuts on the table, chat. Can you dice? Can you slice? I didn't know nuts on the table was some kind of a phrase or an idiom, but it is a very common phrase to say slice and dice. You probably remember the Ginsu knife. You don't remember this, but this was a commercial that used to play nonstop where they'd say it slices, it dices, and it became kind of a part of the collective consciousness of American Generation Xers. Brett Bain, speaking of whom, says, Henry, cutting a large onion with a butter knife is my favorite. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to be doing today, so that's great. I don't like to use sharp knives because I've been cut before and it is not fun. You have to go get a Band-Aid. You sometimes have to go to the emergency room. I have some protective chainmail wear that I'm going to be putting on my left hand, so I'll be extra cautious today. And I want you to be cautious too. Butt Smasher Masher says, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Thanks, Butt Smasher Masher, for that little bit of wordplay. I don't mind a little bit of clean wordplay where nobody gets harmed and nobody feels bad about themselves. Just a little bit of harmless, levity to sort of distract us from the overwhelming weight of the world. Tommy Tugs 2 times says, my nuts are always on the table. Yeah, again, that's a phrase that I wasn't familiar with. Okay, we've got some alerts here. Pug Lady 2600 resubscribed for 28 months. Amazing. Thank you, Pug Lady. Thanks so much for all of your contributions. And it says here, Millie and I have enjoyed our 28 months of using and look forward to the months of using coming. Yeah, we've got common, stoked paprika, so many other spices. Miss Stalker, thank you very much for subscribing. And It's Kate X, one of our old school moderators, users, everything. It says here, the inventor of the Pringles can was buried in one. Would you follow suit and be buried in one of your famous recipes too? It's an excellent question, but it also raises the question, do you mean that the inventor of the Pringles can was buried in one, or was it the inventor of the food item Pringles? Because that's two different things. The analogy then would be that whoever invented the container that I put my food in would be buried in that container. But would I be buried in the food? Chutney cheese Wheenie Bites probably could. I could be a little Wheenie Bite in my coffin surrounded by, I think we used flour tortillas in that one. And also, my Southwestern egg rolls could do the job as well. I think it's a great idea. How do we get that going? It's Kate, you're one of our main users here and one of our moderators and general fix-it people. So maybe you can get on figuring out how we're going to have me buried in a Southwestern chili-style egg roll in my coffin. It would have to be a big egg roll, and it would probably wouldn't stay fresh for a while. Nancy Drudels says Ginsu can slice through a can. Yeah, that's what they told us. The Ginsu had a commercial where it sliced, it diced, it sliced through a can, like you'd ever want to do that, but it wasn't true. They sold us a lie because I tried it and I wound up cutting my hand. They told us what we wanted to believe. It was all so circusy. The Chunks says, I thought nuts were either crushed or karate chopped. I don't know why we're talking about nuts, but I think you can do either one. M. Cariotti says, a friend of mine recently got a tetanus shot after a kitchen mishap. Really? Okay, so tetanus, I think, is... I thought it was a shot that you get before you get the tetanus. I didn't know I could just get it after. Because that seems like, why would you get the tetanus shot? But I don't know much about how that type of stuff works. But I hope your friend doesn't have tetanus. And I'm glad they got their shot. Thitchin Hat says, hey Henry, I got into an argument the other day and was eventually told to get a life. Any idea where I might find one? I've been told the very same thing. I always thought just being alive meant that you have a life, technically, but apparently it requires a more specific definition than that. So I'm not really sure I can help you on that one. All Things Must Ass, thank you very much, and the Jim Dodger for subscribing. The Chunks says, you're the only reason I get out of bed 2 p.m. twice a week, before 2 p.m. twice a week. Wow. I'm actually the only reason I get up at that time too. Thanks for giving me the strength and nutrition to keep on going. Godspeed in all your endeavors. Thank you, the Chunks. Thanks for that vote of confidence. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody's subscriptions. This is really wonderful to see. And we've got 111 viewers. That's not bad for a Wednesday, you know, considering most people are at work. Speaking of work, I haven't seen our Caffeinated Kath in a while, who watches from work. I hope they're okay. I assume when somebody hasn't watched the show in a while, it means they're in some kind of danger. But it could just mean they kind of got tired of the shtick. The Chunks says, you're the only reason I get out of bed. Okay, we read that. Okay. Well, let's move on to another picture. This is a beautiful picture that was gifted to us by M. Cariotti. Thank you, M. Cariotti, or Michelle C. This is a beautiful, beautiful picture. Parasitosis gives us a cool background. This looks kind of like one of those... It looks like a horror movie, like Weapons, you know, just regular suburbia, but a little overcast and kind of like some shit's about to go down. Maybe there's kids involved. Or it looks like it could be the beginning of a heartwarming movie like E.T. But either way, it's definitely the beginning of some kind of movie. Brett Bain says, I saw Tired of the Shtick open for Green Day in 2007. Wow. I didn't even know there was a band called Tired of the Shtick, but I'll bet that it, seeing as how I've never heard of them, people must have gotten tired of the shtick. Digitize says, that's the UK. Oh, this is the UK, huh? Well, I like it. Parasitosis says, yeah, Liverpool is a nightmare. Liverpool. I've been to Liverpool. I was there in 2012 on a 38-city tour opening for Doug Stanhope.
Delicious.
We didn't even really have time. Holy shit. Wow, we just got a raid from our old friend on Twitch. Not very old, but the longest friend that we have here. Nim. Nim, it's great to see your name, and thank you very much for showing up today. We've got a very special stream for all the people that are just... June 77133. If Nim is old, then I'm non-existent. Fawcan just resubscribed for 42 months. Thank you so much, Fawcan. That's very generous of you, and you're one of our old school original moderators and users here. Digitize just resubscribed for 9 months. Wow, a lot of subscriptions. That's really nice of everybody. Mr. Buttlicker. Mr. Buttlicker, also old. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. For the new people just joining the stream, what we're going to be doing today, and I'll pull a picture up here. That's not it. That's my cat roast beef, which we haven't checked in on. Sorry, I've got some ADHD going on. Let's check in on roast beef. Roast beef is just sleeping away in his bed. That if you look at it long enough, that bed starts to look like a widening gyre, as W.B. Yeats would have put it. Turning and turning, the widening gyre. The center cannot hold. It looks like a vortex of some sort is what I'm saying. What were we going to do? Oh yeah, we were going to look at the picture of what we're doing today. Oh yeah, and then we did that by accident. Hold on a second. We've got this. This is... How many times have people said, hey, you need to slice it or you need to dice it? And you're like, what the fuck is the difference? Well, today we're going to find out what the difference is. And we want some type of protective. You don't have to wear the chainmail. I'm going to wear chainmail. But you want something to protect your left hand or right hand, depending on which way you're oriented. But we have an eggplant and this, plus an onion. And I think this is radicchio. Whoa, Yurt just resubscribed for 2 months. Thanks, Yurt. Orlando Trustful says, hello, Henry. It's cool to see that the Twitch career has finally paid off and you're holidaying in a beautiful part of the world. I don't want to disappoint you, but this is a green screen technology that I'm using. I'm not actually there. I'm in Glendale, California, but I appreciate it. Soraid H has tipped us $5. Thank you, Soraid H. That's very kind of you. It says here, thanks again for helping me invite my groomsmen last year. Finally had my wedding in August. Here are a few photos for your eyes. I don't know if I can... you can put all photos in the... I don't have a place I can click it here on stream. What's it called? But if you put it on the Discord, I can do it. If you put it in the Discord, I will show them on Sunday. But I want to say... Oh, I see. This was for... I remember it was a cameo. I did a cameo for Soraid H and did the invite to the groomsmen, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't... Unless there's... Yeah, Daywalk says, do you use OBS? Yes, I do. Here, I'll try this. I'll try copying that, the photos. We're going to try this because I like to do spontaneous things here. Soraid. Okay, here we go. We're going to try something different here. This is the original video from Soraid. Soraid is going to be celebrating a moment of matrimony in August of 2020. Okay. And Soraid wanted me to personally invite Soraid's choice of groomsmen for the event. Groomsmen, you are Farhang, Jason, Timmy, Khan, and Dubam. All 5 of you have been requested to be groomsmen for the celebration of matrimony at Soraid's wedding in August of 2025. I don't have an exact date, but you can just hold all of August and then you can work that out amongst yourselves. So once again, you are being called Farhang, Jason, Timmy, Khan, and Dubam to be groomsmen at Soraid's wedding. That's right. It wasn't a cameo. We did it on the stream. And apparently there's a follow-up. But now I'm getting a message saying, don't show these pictures for everybody. They're only supposed to be for me. Well, then the obvious question is why... oh, I see. You probably didn't realize you were putting it in the chat. Or maybe you didn't put it in the chat. Maybe that's just a private thing and I shouldn't have even spent all that time doing that. But either way, Soraid... Thanks for bringing back that memory of me inviting your groomsmen. Nancy Droodle's broomsmen. No, groomsmen. It's for wedding type stuff, I guess. And but either way, let's get back to work here. A Midnight Faded. Just and congrats, Sarade, and I can't wait to look at those pictures. Midnight Faded just resubscribed at the tier 3 level and says, I'm awake. Congrats. I'm glad you're awake because it is 2:17 p.m. your time, unless you're in a different time zone. But congrats on being part of all of us in life. Fitchin' Hat says, I once groomed myself. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I did actually do my beard a little bit, but JB's Tech says no. But JB's Tech at the same time cheered 50 bits, so that was very kind. Franz Schubert says, hey Henry, this celery I bought is filthy. Well, that's kind of like the one that I've got here, or it might be Radicchio. They pulled it out of the ground. Do you know who I can talk to about this? Maybe a lawyer. Okay, it sounds like you went to the farmer's market. I tell people don't go to a farmer's market to buy your organic veggies because the veggies that they sell you are not pleasant to look at. They usually have little blemishes on them and they're dirty. I suppose you could wash them with hot water, but why bother? Why not just get them out of a bag? Parasitosis says, what is the time zone for the mole people who live at the center of the earth? Wow, what a great question, because I wouldn't know. Computer, what time zone would it be in the center of the earth?
From Quora.com. London is the center of the world for time zones, as it was defined that way.
So London, I think, would be the answer. I don't know. Okay, everybody, we're getting off a little bit. We need to do a song. Why don't we change up the image? Thanks, Parasitosis, for this cool picture of Liverpool. It's not the Liverpool I visited. I visited Liverpool, and they had all kinds of Beatles type of museums and stuff like that everywhere. Why don't we do... I know. Pug Lady sent us a picture of presumably her turtle. And this would be a great background for the song that we're going to do. Let's get some reverb going. Check. Check. 2. Help. This song was requested to us by Parasitosis, who also gave us the last picture that we had. Thanks again, Midnight Faded, for that Tier 3 subscription, and JB's Tech, Franz Schubert. It's so great to see everybody, and thanks, Nim, for the incredible raid. And I hope, Nim, I hope you're doing well, and it'd be nice to catch up sometime soon. Remsy09 says, has resubscribed for 6 months. Okay, thank you, Remsy09. We're going to do a song here. This goes all the way back to Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. And it's a song, I don't know if I'm going to do the hard guitar part. If you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slip away, 'cause your baby is far away. Well, there's a rose in a fisted glove. Computer, what is a fisted glove?
Sorry, I don't know that.
I don't either. I don't like the way it sounds. And the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Maybe it's this turtle behind me. No, that's a... Don't take that the wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Don't be angry, don't be sad, don't crying over things you've had. 'Cause there's a girl right next to you, and she's just waiting for something you do. Oh no, yeah. Times have changed a little bit since David Crosby's time. You don't want to assume that this girl sitting next to you is waiting for you to do something. Make sure that that it's a mutual thing. All right. Well, there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Turn your heartache into joy. She's a girl and you're a boy. A lot of assumptions in this song. Get it together, make it nice. Ain't gonna need any more advice. Well, there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagles fly with the dove. And you can't be with the one you love. Love the one you're with. 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 Okay, so I'm sorry, Pug Lady, that we took this wonderfully wholesome picture of your beautiful turtle and we did a song that was just rife with strange baby boomer type hippie references about free love or whatever. Computer, how many children did David Crosby have?
David Crosby had multiple children, including James Raymond.
I always heard he was a little bit scandalous, but I don't really know. Maybe somebody in the chat can chime in. Dark Ages says he was doing more than fisting. Well, yeah, apparently, with his glove. Ugh. Money Curse says very many people. Purple Donut filling his fruits, so we're just supposed to settle if we can't get anyone better and just stay with the one that we're with? Apparently. Dark Ages says 7 kids. Wow. Okay, everybody. Thanks, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, for that wonderful trip down memory lane. And thanks, Parasitosis, for making us do it. And let's go ahead now and change up the background picture here. Pancake King says he made a pie for he and his mom. Well, that's pretty damn nice. It's the aspect ratio is distorted because of it was a vertical picture, but still you can tell that that was a pretty awesome pie. Maui Girl 45 sent us a picture as well. Congrats, Pancake King. And let's see, Maui Girl sent us this picture. This is nice. This apparently, it looks like Christmas time has already come to Hawaii. And the people have already started looting the store, as is traditional in American culture. Pancake King says, my friend Marie Callender's brought it to me and I baked it. That's still you baking it, though. You did the baking. You baked a pie. Don't let anybody tell you different. Okay. Is this a good background? Yeah, this is a great background because I'm going to do a little bit out of character here. We're going to do a Christmas song sort of outside of the Christmas window, but it is coming. Christmas is peeking into our window, stalking us in the bushes, and we hear the rustling in the leaves, and we want to call the police, but we don't dare, because if Christmas sees us calling anybody, who knows what kind of vengeful wrath he will take out on us. Christmas is coming. It's right around the corner, and we're going to go ahead and pay homage to it because we have to. And this is a song by Mariah Carey. I've always thought of myself, and I don't know if this is true or not, but Mariah Carey was very gifted. And there's a famous conversation with Stevie Wonder where she didn't want to go on stage for a benefit, and Stevie Wonder famously told her, "You have a gift that was given to you by God. And if you don't go out and share that gift, whether you want to or not, you're going to go to hell." And she thought about it, asked a couple questions about what exactly hell entails, and he said that's not the point. And she eventually went out there and she performed, and she knocked them all on their socks, or off their socks. Computer, do they knock people on their socks or off their socks?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer is worthless. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was thinking, I, for whatever reason, am pretty good at this whole cooking thing, and there are times that I wake up in the morning and I just don't want to get out of bed. But I know that if I don't teach people how to cook, I'm taking the gift that God made me and I'm just throwing it in the trash. And so I guess in that way I'm sort of the Mariah Carey of the cooking explaining world. And I'm okay with that. That's my calling, and that's what I do. I tried to be a rock star. That didn't work. So instead, I cook for the entertainment of people. Okay, let's go ahead and do this song. This song is a Mariah Carey Christmas song. There might be more, but this is the famous one. And it was requested to us by none other than Maui Girl 45, who also gave us this Christmas picture. So Maui Girl is getting ready for Christmas now. My little toaster says, I always thought of Henry as the Tommy Shaw of Sticks. Well, there already is a Tommy Shaw of Sticks. And also, yeah, I would have rather been that. But this is an important thing that I'd like to say. You've probably heard this expression, follow your heart. Go with what your heart says. Follow your heart. A heart is an organ in the human body, or in most bodies, mammal bodies as well, where it pumps blood and circulates it throughout all the various organs, and basically is it's why we're alive. It has no thinking capability. All of the thinking happens in your brain. So when it says follow your heart, really what the expression is follow the part of your brain that wants to do something instead of the one that thinks about the long-term consequences of it. But I want to say that there is plenty of data to support that following your heart, as the advice often goes, ends horribly for so many people. History is littered with people who followed their heart and ended up in abject despair. So follow the part of your brain that does smart things, I think would be the better way to go. And I followed my heart, and but in some ways it worked out. I mean, I am making hundreds of dollars a month, which I couldn't have said back in my 20s. Joffe says, my heart yearned to go into student loan debt. Yeah, see, it's not always good. Okay, everybody. Money Curse says, follow your nose. That would probably make equally as much sense. All right, here, let's go ahead and do this song. I don't want to get depressing, but this is a little teaser, a little nod to Christmas, who is lurking in the shadows, ready to surprise us all of a sudden. Okay. Let's check on roast beef here. Still just sleeping away. Sleeping the day away. Okay. I
just one thing I need. I'm gonna sing it lower than she does. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, 'cause all I want for Christmas is you. Up tempo. Classic chord progression here. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the fucking presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make me wish come true, 'cause all I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. Oh, I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even stay awake to hear those magic reindeer click, 'cause I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? 'Cause all I want for Christmas is you. Uh-oh, bridge. I don't know how the bridge goes, so I might have to talk it. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Oh, Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please, Santa, please bring my baby to me. My baby. Oh my God, this got really dark. It's somebody's baby apparently. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby right outside my fucking door. Oh, just want you for my own, more than you would ever know. Make my wish come true, 'cause all I want for Christmas is my baby. I didn't know that Santa took somebody's baby. I like a song that takes a big twist into darkness. Fondue Yourself says really dark. Yeah, that really took a change. Maui Girl 45, thanks, says love the F-bombs. I put the F-bombs in where there needs to be syllables, so sometimes that happens. It felt like there were some places where you needed syllables. I'm going to tell a quick joke. It's one of my favorites, but it's only for the music nerds, and I'll try to tell it quickly. There was a wedding, and it was in New Jersey. Wait, Dark Ages says the song should be rated R anyway, considering the content. And the groomsmen went up to the band and said, hey, the groom wants to sing a song with you guys. Wants to sing Strangers in the Night, but here's the thing. He wants to do it in 5/4, and the band was like, do it in 5/4? What the hell? All right, whatever, we're getting paid. So the groom gets up there and he goes, this is a song called Strangers in the Night, and the band starts in 5/4, and he goes, strangers in the fucking night. And I did a real poor version of that, but I guess that's probably where some of the F-bombs come from, is thinking about that joke. Strangers
Strangers in the fucking night, exchanging fucking glances, wandering in the fucking night. What were the chances you'd be making fucking love under the morning light? Or whatever it is. Okay, all right, everybody. That's enough nonsense from the cooking, from the music segment. I think it's time for us to do some cooking. Fairley says it's hide and seek champion Herbert. Yeah? Parasitosis says reminds me of Richard Cheese. Yeah, you're talking about my friend Mark Davis, who's a very talented comedic musician and goes by Richard Cheese. Check it out, it's great stuff. Butt Smasher Masher says roast beef lullaby. Yeah, that is a roast beef lullaby. Strangers in the fucking night. Okay, Cycle Sty says river bison. River bison. Okay, so you're saying maybe you want a picture of bison in the river? I could probably pull that up. This is bulls. That's not right. Oh, reverb is on. I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood. The reverb is on. You were giving me a coded message to tell me that I had left the reverb on, and here I am trying to pull up pictures of bison in the river. Hey, the Jim Dodger sent us this picture of his new mouse pad. This is great for music theory nerds. Wow. And Jim Dodger says it's going to be great for his ADHD, so that he'll be able to take a look at that while he's at work. Wow, this is overwhelming to look at. Dark Ages says Toxicity was a big album for me. What band are we talking about? Chuck Logan says, Henry, you're looking rather healthy. Did you get a haircut? No, I'm glad to hear that though, because I don't feel good. Maui Girl 45 says, I worked in Yellowstone for 4 summers. Wow, that's incredible. That's really cool. Cool Shadows gives us this picture. Wow, I like that. That's one of those outdoor grills that looks real fancy that you see in some of these high-end places, I think? Or is it just a table? But it looks really cool nonetheless. Thanks for sending that cool shadow. And let's see what else we've got here. We opened with M. Cariotti's picture, Parasitosis, Pug Lady, Pancake King, Jim Dodger. Nancy Droodles sent us this beautiful picture of a bicycle. I think this is Evanston, Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the leaves are falling and it's autumn time. I really am envious. Those of us who live in Southern California, we have to drive about 2 hours in order to be able to see autumn. And Reunited Mind sent us a really cool picture here. This is France, everybody. What river is that? That's beautiful. And what part of France? This is really cool, Reunited Mind. And I like your name there. That's kind of an interesting name. Chuck Logan, 2-hour drive in SoCal is like 15 miles, though. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Are there bison there? Probably, I would imagine. Most rural places you'll find bison. Auburn, Illinois, says Maui Girl 45. Oh, okay. Here's Big E Beans snapshot from presumably his plane window. Wow. This is really nice. This is making me want to get on a plane. What isn't making me want to get on a plane is every morning reading about some plane mishap. There's no, kitchen mishaps are dangerous, but I think plane mishaps are probably more dangerous. Maybe not, though. I really don't know. Okay, well, I think it's time for us to get cooking, shall we? Let's get cooking. There is a situation I've been dealing with. I don't know if you can see the this thing. This is a microwave. It got off because right now I think it's 12:42 and this says 11:42. So you put clock and then you literally have to spin this wheel. So now it's on 2, 3. This is ridiculous. Like there must be an easier way to do this, and if anybody knows an easier way to do it, tell me. 5. Computer, what time is it?
It's 11:43 a.m.
Wait, that's what time it that's what time it was when I oh, that's right. I forgot. I already did this. This is all an exercise in futility right now. I'm doing something I didn't need to do and I'm wasting time. I apologize. Fuck. Okay, so 10, 11, and if you go past it, that means you have to go another 10 minutes. There we go. And then now this is the hard part. I think you have to push. There you go. That's literally the same time it was when I started it. That was completely pointless. Royal Flush 9 says, "Oh no, what happened to the Henry's Kitchen sign? The final end looks warped." Yeah, you can see it on one of the clips recently. There's a clip. And by the way, what's going on with the Twitch clips? They're all vertical, so we can't even see the sign falling. And I think it's just Twitch all of a sudden changed it so they're all vertical. I can't send them to my friends and stuff like that because I don't know, they change stuff. Can somebody tell me if I'm wrong about if I'm being a boomer or whatever? Dark Ages says editors need to edit the vertical ones manually, unfortunately. Vertical is the worst. Yeah, I mean, I know, I get it. We have phones and there's a couple of companies, like there was this Quibi thing where they said, you know, kids like to watch their content vertically, but there's a reason it's always been this, right? It's not like if I'm talking to somebody, I'm also curious to know what's happening on the ceiling and on their shoes. I'm kind of more interested in seeing who else I could talk to instead. Okay. Gumme Kende says, "What happened to the floral painting that was in the background?" I can't find it. I literally can't find it. I don't know where it is. But anyway. FLT Spectre, I think it's an option when you save the clip. Yeah, but it didn't used to be a problem, but I guess maybe the people saving the clip aren't doing it that way. And I think they're probably smarter than I am, so it must be kind of hidden or something. I don't know, but it's too bad. But anyway, to answer your question, you can watch Royal Flush 9. You can watch the falling of this thing on the Halloween stream. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have radicchio, onion, eggplant, and zucchini. These are going to be the subjects of our lesson today. We're going to be dicing, slicing, maybe doing a little julienning, maybe some chopping, but most importantly, we're going to find out what they do. And I'm not going to stir the pot. I don't like to stir the pot. Today we're not making a dish where any pot is being stirred, but I do have to say that in order to mix ingredients, sometimes you have to stir the pot. As a matter of fact, you always have to stir the pot if you have a pot full of ingredients. You have to stir them. It's the only way that they're going to get mixed up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here at our situation. Thanks again, SoRaid H. We have a pleasant young lady here from YouTube who's going to teach us first how to slice radicchio. So let's go ahead and do that first.
To slice radicchio, first start with a clean tap of radicchio. Next, you're going to roll it over, and we're going to cut slices. You can make your slices as thick or as thin as you would like. And that is how you slice radicchio.
Whoa, wait, it happened so fast I hardly even saw it. Hold on a sec.
This is as thick or as thin as you would like.
For one thing, that's not even radicchio.
And that is how you slice.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry everybody. Apparently what I have here is not radicchio. This is, I think this is celery, but I thought this part was radicchio. So I apologize for that. We're not going to use that video, but also it's in full screen, so I can't quite see. You have some questions here. Alexander Dean says, maybe you could ask that woman out on a date, Henry. I would, except for this video was 17 years ago. So she's got to be at least 5 years younger than I am at this point. Teaser Tuesday, how do we cut it in half? I don't know. Hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I wanted to show... Okay, here we go. I have a video from her on how to dice eggplant. So this is definitely an eggplant. So we're gonna dice the eggplant, and we're also going to slice the eggplant in 2 separate lessons. So let's don our chainmail. Okay. Did everybody don the chainmail? Don the chainmail was actually a nickname that we had for our friend Don that we played Dungeons and Dragons with. The Chunks says slice and dice. I thought you needed special machine for that. Nope. You can do it with a simple knife. So let's take a look here. Let's go back to our video. This is how to dice purple eggplant. Okay, are you ready?
Chop your eggplant. Go ahead and remove the very top.
Wait, it's literally called how to dice purple eggplant, but then it says to chop your eggplant. If this is one of those misnomers on YouTube, I think I might have to complain. It says dice very clearly there.
Chop your eggplant. Go ahead and remove the very top of the eggplant. The stem part isn't edible, so go ahead and throw that away.
Okay, that's important. Let's remember that.
I'm also going to check to see if any of the stem is left on the eggplant. Now to chop it, I'm going to cut off about a 2-inch portion of the eggplant to make it easier to work with. Now from here, I'm just going to cut strips of eggplant all the way through here.
We can do that. That's dicing or
I'm going to
slicing
take half of
or
it and set it
chopping?
aside. This will give me a nice flat surface to work with. Now I'm going to make slices through the eggplant like so.
Watch those fingers. She's going totally
now I'm going to line up my
unprotected.
slices so I can slice through these again and make a small dice.
Oh, I see. So it's not chopping. She's dicing. She used the word chopping by accident, I think.
And that is how you dice an eggplant.
Okay. All right, so let's try to do that. M. Cariotti says, Henry, she could learn a lot about you from kitchen safety. Yeah, or a lot from you about kitchen safety. G. Dodd Me Bay XU, this is a linguistic nightmare. It really is. We're really getting into semantical issues. Computer, what does semantical mean?
Semantical is an adjective usually defined as pertaining to or resembling semantics.
I hate when they define the word with the same word. Jeltsy says that was like an eighth an eggplant at most. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why hers is nice and purple, but I've got this shitty eggplant. Does anybody know? Maybe this isn't an eggplant, actually, now that I think about it. But let's go ahead and do what she did.
Delicious.
If I remember correctly. The News Junkie just rated with 33 viewers. Thank you so much, The News Junkie. If you're wondering what we're doing right now, we are going to YouTube and we're learning some techniques about how to...
The stem part isn't edible, so go ahead and throw that away.
How to cook
I'm also
some
going to check to
stuff.
see if any of the stem is left on the eggplant. Now to chop it, I'm going to cut off about a 2-inch portion
So
of
you
the
cut a
eggplant
2-inch
to make
portion.
it easier to work with.
I don't have my
Now from here, I'm just going to cut
ruler.
strips of eggplant all the way through here.
Okay, you do strips, and then I think she
And I'm
did
going
it
to take half of it and set it
vertically.
aside. This will give me a nice flat surface to work with. Now I'm going to make slices through the eggplant like so.
She uses the word slice and dice interchangeably,
Now I'm going
which
to line
is...
up my slices so I can slice through these again.
Are
and
they
make some
slices
small
or
dice.
are they dices? I think maybe slices...
And that is how you dice an eggplant.
Okay, so Money Curse says 2-inch, strip, side flat, vertical slices through. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Big Doug Millionaire says, I'm sporting eggplant right now. Okay. Brundine says, does not mention the rotation of the eggplant. Yeah, we're just going to have to... Obi-Wan Cannoli says, she sure knows her way around an eggplant. Okay. We've had enough levity for the moment. So I think what she said was we're going to cut the ends off. And then she said something about take a 2-inch portion. I don't have my tape measure, but we're going to just assume. And then we're going to slice it down. Slice it, she said, not dice. Even though dice is what the lesson is. But she also opened by saying this is how you chop. So chop and slice. Boy, this doesn't want to stand up. Okay. And then I think she stacked it maybe. We won't use that part because it won't stack. And you put this into dices. So that's dices? Did we dice it? It feels like there should be another one, right? Here, let's go back. Sorry, everybody. I'm learning this right along with you. How did she get hers like that?
Small dice.
She did that way first.
Now I'm going to line up my slices so I can slice through these again. And make
Oh, that's the step we missed. You line up the slices and then you dice again. So let's try that now. It's kind of too late. I think I'm just going to do it like this. They're supposed to be sort of like cubes. Okay. And look, chances are you're just like me and you're just going to be eating this by yourself, maybe with your cat watching Hallmark movies or something like that. It doesn't matter if it's a perfect cube or not. They just need to be generally sliced. Okay, so now let's go to the next lesson, which is going to be how to slice purple eggplant. So this is different. This is not dicing. This is called slicing.
The sliced eggplant.
Okay, hold on. How come... Oh yeah, okay. There's a little problem there. Okay, here we go.
To slice eggplant, we're first going to start by making a slice to cut off the very top of the eggplant. The stem part is inedible, so we're going to set that aside and throw that away.
Looks similar to what we just did.
Now we're just going to cut through the length of the eggplant
No
to make
2-inch
slices.
part this time.
You can make your slices as thick or as thin as you would like. And that is how you slice eggplant.
Wait,
To
hold
slice
on.
eggplant, we're first going to start by making a slice. You can make your slices as thick or as thin
I
as
want
you
to see
would
the
like.
finished product.
And that is how you slice egg.
They kind of skipped the finished product. My guess here is that what we're going to be doing is very similar to what we just did. You want to cut off this part because it's not edible, and you want to make slices. I see. So slices is really part of, it's one stage of the dices. So this is slices, and this is dices. I think I get it now. And let's throw this away because it's not edible. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to throw all of this away because it's a very old eggplant. If you get impatient, you can just bite the eggplant like an onion. I guess you could just sort of sit there and eat it like a hot dog or something. Abraham Dragon Friend says you forgot to dice Bootsy. Who's Bootsy and why are we dicing? All right, let's go on to the next order of business here. Goat Sheed says now you can put those slices in a water cooler in a motel. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Holy crap, awesome. If you get impatient, you can just bite the eggplant like an onion. Oh yeah, we already said that. Goo2112, love that reference there. Can you dice clay? I would imagine you could. The Stepafee says, I think you need to put the sliced eggplant in water so they don't get brown. Well, I think that proverbial ship has sailed at this point. Zach spelled right. Does it matter if my dice is 20-sided? I think that's called a, it's not a dodecahedron. Computer, what is a 20-sided die called?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Is it me or is computer really just completely worthless? Can somebody in the chat tell me what it's called? Maybe it's not called anything. Desolate Reality says, Henry, I don't want to sound rude, but I don't think she's a very good teacher. Do you think you could make a YouTube video to teach us the different methods of cutting? Yeah, but I have to learn it too. Holy Crap Awesome says it's called a 20-cahedron. No, Foreign Bob says icosahedron. So does 3-Stepafee. Now that's right. Let's try to do it backwards. Computer, what is an icosahedron?
Icosahedron is a noun meaning a solid figure having 20 faces.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right, and I don't know why it didn't think that. Okay. All right, everybody. We're really getting off here. We need to watch the next order of business here. This one is called How to Dice Carrots. Let's just watch this. I don't have carrots, but...
To dice your carrot, first start off with a piece of carrot that's about 2 to 3 inches in. Next, we're going to cut a slice about 1/2 inch thick. To dice your carrot,
My
first start off
stream
with a
deck
piece of
just
carrot
changed.
that's about 2 to 3 inches in length. Your carrot should already be
We can
cleaned.
use our
We also
cucumber.
remove one side of the carrot so that it lays on the cutting board flat. We're going to do this again to even out this side here. We're going to remove another side of your carrot. Next, we're going to cut a slice about 1/2 inch thick for medium dice. Next, take one of your slices of carrot and lay it on its side, and we're going to cut another 1/2 inch slice.
Wow, Stepafee, thanks for gifting Stepafee a
From here,
sub.
lie them down horizontally and make another 1/2 inch slice. So it's a perfect 1/2 inch square.
So I think dicing is multiple slicing. is what I'm kind of getting out of this.
And that is how you medium dice a carrot.
Okay, I think we're getting it, guys. You know, learning is fun. Learning is something you do as a child, and then there's some point in our life where we get so caught up and overwhelmed by things like bills and, you know, audits and divorces and addictions and adulthood and just the general toil of just being alive, that sometimes we lose sight of that childlike yearning to learn. And I like learning, and YouTube is a great place to learn. And I hope a lot of you are learning from this. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, learning makes you feel young. I think that's what I was going to say. Learning makes you feel young. Abraham Dragon Friend says, what is the type of glove he's wearing? I'm wearing a chainmail. This is a chainmail glove. This is probably a little bit overkill because I'm only using a butter knife, but I just don't want to cut myself at the moment. Maui Girl 45 says, I heard my ex-husband is getting married for the 4th time. Wow. Can you believe it? Is it David Crosby? That was a callback. Okay. So I'm going to dice. So I want to save some of my cucumber. So I'm going to cut here. She says that this part is inedible. So what I'm gathering here is that slicing is the step toward dicing. So I'm going to start by slicing, which is what she did. This cucumber smells fresh, much better than the eggplant. Okay, and then somehow or another we're supposed to do it down this way? Nah. Oh, I guess you kind of can. Wow, okay. So this is diced cucumber that we just did there. Now, I would imagine if we were going to do slicing, we would basically just go like this. Well, we could cut off the inedible, and then we would go like this. Okay, so now we have sliced cucumber, diced cucumber, sliced eggplant, diced eggplant. I don't even know if we have to do the onion, but let's see what else we've got here in terms of, okay, how to dice white onions. Let's at least watch it. And I know you have questions. We will be getting to your questions. Here we go.
To dice your white onion, go ahead and take half of your clean peeled onion.
Now notice she said white onion. That's the way that you pronounce it.
Go ahead and take. To dice your white onion, go ahead and take half of your clean peeled onion and set it on your cutting board. From here, we're going to make slices through the onion, but you want to make sure that you don't slice it all the way through to the root. The root is what holds the onion together. Once you have those slices, we're going to go ahead.
Wait. What?
Once you have.
Wait, what did she say about the root?
The root is what holds the onion together.
Before that.
Way through to the root. The root is what holds. But you want to make sure that you don't slice it all the way through to the root.
You don't want to slice it all the way through to the root. Interesting.
The root is what holds the onion together.
But don't you want to separate the dices?
Once you have those slices, we're going to go ahead and make slices down the onion that are parallel to the cutting board.
Oh, wow. This is kind of fancy. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I'll try.
Once those slices are done, we're going to make slices down the length of the onion to make a dice cut.
Wow. This is advanced.
And that is how you dice a white onion.
A white onion.
To dice your white onion, go ahead. And that is how you dice a white.
Okay. All right, a lot to think about here. I'm going to do the best that I can. G.MeBXU says maybe we should look into slicing. Slice your fingers to the root. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to need to get more protection. Maybe I'll show my cat roast beef in the meantime. Well, I go ahead and get my eye protection. Okay, so we're going to don the Onyo helm. This is going to be something that's going to protect our eyes. And again, you don't have to go as crazy I am with protection. I'm just trying to show you the ideal situation here. And then we want to go connect. All right. So I don't want to combine, I don't want to mix up these. So we'll cut out a little space here for our onion. Let me see if I can move. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Oh my God. This must be an old onion or something. It doesn't want to cut through. Ah, very fragrant. I probably should have peeled it beforehand. It's kind of controversial in terms of whether you do it before or after. I never really do it because I figure it comes off in the cutting process, but I am but one man. Okay, here we go. What did she do? She sliced, but she says don't cut all the way down to the root, which is kind of hard to avoid. I'm really glad I'm wearing the chainmail glove. The root cuts it. Oh fuck. Okay, that part we're not going to use. But then she said go like this. And then she did another down. I'm going to ignore what she said about don't cut all the way down to the root because I don't think there's any other way to cut it, to be honest with you. I think if you don't cut all the way down to the root, then it doesn't get cut. Okay, so this is basically diced onion right here, and then this we could call this sliced onion. But either way, even with the welding helmet, this onion is getting in my eyes a little bit. So I'm going to cover this part. Here, I want to show you this thing. It's pretty cool. I guess it's a little bit like a some kind of a, for lack of a better word, a rubber for your onion. I'll show you how it works. You just wrap it around the sensitive part of the onion so that it doesn't spoil. Like that, you see? See how I did that? And that's going to keep it fresh for you. I just want to check the comments and see if I got any compliments on how I did that. Bibo Bobo says, Henry, I've spent the last year in the Himalayas cooking with chef monks, and I've learned that sharper knives are actually safer than dull knives. Who would have known? I don't know if that's true or not. I might take issue with those monks. Official Shitter says, no glove, no love. Yeah, and that's a good way to describe what we just did here. Okay? Okay. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, I think all knives are equally dangerous. Yeah, but that's why we wear, protective headgear and whatnot. Somni41 says, probably some monk mumbo jumbo. Yeah, that's what I would probably describe it as. Okay, guys. Well, just to review what we've done here, we have sliced an eggplant. We diced an eggplant. We sliced a cucumber. We diced a cucumber. We diced an onion. And we sliced one part of the onion. In doing so, we had some celery here that looks pretty nasty, so we're just not going to do anything with that. But I'm going to eventually put these in a cooler, like some people suggested. And meantime, I think that concludes that cooking segment of the lesson today. We want to thank Ehow Food. And does it say the name of the young lady who from 17 years ago who taught us how to do this? It doesn't even say her name. Does not even say her name, but she works for ehow.com, the YouTube channel or whatever. All right. Have a little more coffee. Trying to think if there's any announcements. Oh yeah, don't forget, November 16th will be the birthday stream here at Henry's Kitchen. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun stuff going on. And you can check it all out on the Discord. There's a contest where you can be a Henry's Kitchen intern, meaning you get a badge that says that you're an intern, and a couple other things. So check that out in the Discord. All Day Yuckers says, I heard fentanyl-laced cocaine is safer than non-laced. I never really did cocaine unless I was with my friends. J. Smith 0808 says, but November 16th isn't my birthday. No, it'll be my birthday. That's my birthday stream. Yeah. Parasitosis says, God, Coke is great. Sexy Daddy 420, my baby is also in November. Oh, really? Cool. That's awesome. That means that somebody was doing some fooling around on Valentine's Day, I think. J. Smith 0808 says, what time should I be there? It's not really some place that you be. It's just November 16th. There's going to be the usual stream here, but it's going to be a birthday stream. Noon Pacific time. Okay, everybody. I think it's time. It's time for us to go into our game. So we've been playing this game that's pretty crazy. And it's a little ridiculous. But it's called Heavy Rain. We killed the main character last time by accident because of my inability to navigate my way through games very well, but I think we're getting close to the end. I'm not sure. Now it wants to download. I'm not going to download anything. Okay, library, heavy rain. Okay. So now there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that we've got to do here. I got to turn on the desktop audio. And we're also going to have we're going to change the view. Here we go. Okay. And put the green screen up. So if I'm not mistaken, hey, purple donut filling his fruit just, and I probably have a lot of these alerts. I want to read them off now because I don't like people to not get credit for what they're doing. Thanks again to the News Junkie for your raid and for Nim for that incredible raid earlier. Thank you so much, and good to see your name again, Nim. I hope you're well. You and Yaba are well. Stephen Cat says, oh, I thought you were peeing in your kitchen. No, this is heavy rain. But I can see the confusion. Stephanie gifted a tier 1 sub to the Stefapi. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel. Thank you so much, Stephanie. And also, Purple Donut Filling His Fruit gifted a tier 1 sub to Circumcised Foreskin. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit gifted a tier 1 sub to Circumcised Foreskin. Thank you so much for that contribution. And this is just crazy stuff. I'm going to go ahead now and start playing the game. We're going to see where we left off. But let me ask everybody, is everything working from a technical perspective? You can see me, you can hear me, you can hear the game, and you can see the game. Holy crap, awesome says everything looks and sounds good. That's awesome, thanks. All right, well, let's see what's going on with this guy's story. We still haven't killed him off yet by accident.
So, you think the origami killer killed Manfred?
That makes sense. Didn't want him spilling his guts to us.
And you suspect Gordy Kramer, right?
Oh, him or one of his men. Gordy has the time and the means, not to mention the fucked up attitude to go along with it.
Whoa, language, sir.
He's only a suspect, but he's a pretty guilty looking one.
Are these your files on the case?
Yeah, I've been working on him for a couple of years. I built up a mountain of paperwork.
Magazines about origami? You think the killer could have subscribed to one of those?
If he was even remotely interested in origami in the last 30 years, his name may be in there somewhere. Trouble is, there's over 500 names. It gets us squat.
I'm starving. Do you have anything to eat?
Well, I'm no chef, but I should be able to make some scrambled eggs if you like.
Oh no, we're going to have to make
Cooking
scrambled
wet.
eggs.
I need to warm up a little. Is it okay if I take a shower?
Be my guest. Go to my bedroom, it's the next door. I'll cook up the eggs while you're under the shower.
Which character are we following here? Okay, so let's grab the eggs. I think we can do this. One egg for each of us. That's a pretty good portion for Nancy Droodles. Yeah, she's showering at his place. It's okay. He's an old grizzled detective. He's seen it all. He's seen everything. He's not concerned about what God gave her and what kind of things he might see when she comes out of the shower. The eggs being on the loose fridge rack. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so far so good here. He doesn't scramble them in a bowl, which is what I do. I thought you had to do that. I don't know where I learned it. Okay, even on a no cooking day, the kitchen will get your ass. Yeah, I didn't know we were cooking. So sick of cooking. Yeah, there's no work bowl. Alright. Do a little scrambling there. I always turn the heat on first, but what do I know? Oh yeah, I do this too, where I kind of don't really know what to do. I can't go anywhere, guys. This is the problem with this game. What are we doing?
Eggs should be ready by now.
Okay. I don't know who he was talking to. What we made was a frittata. Boneweaver 99, he should not only have protective chainmail, but he should also have a fire retardant glove. Yeah, you're right, Nancy Droodles. Let me go check in the shower and make sure she's okay.
I took the liberty of borrowing your bathrobe.
Looks better on you.
Hey, that
Whoa.
almost looks good enough to eat.
That was a bit problematic. Nope.
What's that?
The notebook I took from Manfred's place. According to this, about 30 clients bought spare parts for Royal machines in the last 10 years. The killer may be one of them.
Oh, you know, checking out the alibi of 30 clients one by one, that's a lot of legwork.
Except that if we cross-check them with the list. The list of subscribers to Origami magazines. You still got that, right?
Yeah. Lauren, wait.
Purple Donut filling his fruit says, I bet she pretended to shower so she could poop. Yeah, I think that's a thing that people do. Wait, are we eating this or what's going on here? I just made a frickin' egg for Tata.
If the killer really used a Royal typewriter and if he subscribed to an Origami magazine, his name should be on both lists.
Well, Lauren, I mean, that's just an assumption, but yeah, I suppose.
His name is here somewhere. Help me. We're gonna find him.
I think I'm pacing because I've had too much coffee and it's coming out on my mouse and keyboard. He's not talking, he's just moving his lips.
The only guy whose name was on both lists died when he was 10. What are you going to do now? Pick up his coffin, make sure he's dead?
I know it doesn't make any sense. Unless the killer was only using his name.
But why use the name of a kid who died 30 years ago?
Well, that's what we came to find out. The name is John Shepard. It should be on a grave around here somewhere.
Yeah, nobody ate the eggs.
You
I
never
say
give
we
up,
go to
do
a
you?
diner. Got the wide shot, the ultra wide, and the wide.
Hey, Scott, where are you going?
I don't
John
know.
Shepard Street must be somewhere around here.
Did anyone ever tell you shouldn't shout in the cemetery?
Take it easy. The dead don't mind.
she? Then I could walk through that.
Is that it? Have you given up?
No, I'm trying to follow
Just
you.
having a look around, if you don't mind. I thought I found a new partner. Not another lieutenant.
I'm getting vibes of fireworks between these two. They're already bickering like a married couple. Who's this guy?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the grave of a boy named John Shepard.
Straight ahead, a little further on.
Thanks.
Can you tell me how to go straight?
Excuse me. I'm looking for the grave of a young boy who died about 30 years ago. His name was John Shepard. You wouldn't know where it is by any chance.
The children's graves are in the next plot.
Thanks.
Alan Moore. We're getting there. Curtis White. Oh my God. Lewis Cox. There was an older lady somewhere. Okay, this is tedious. Tedium alert. Let's ask this lady. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this looks like maybe children's graves here. Can't go this way. I think I'm getting colder. There we go. She found it, thank goodness.
These flowers are fresh. Looks like someone's still tending the grave.
John Shepard, 67 to 77, 10 years old. Wow. No parent should ever have to bury their own child. They have people that you should be able to hire to do that. Talk to the grave digger. Well, we already did, right? That was earlier.
Origami figures.
That's one hell of a coincidence.
Goat Sheed says, well, at least he got to
Oh,
experience the
youngin'.
6th grade.
That one I knew well.
You knew John Shepard?
I've worked this graveyard nearly all my life. I remember what happened. It was in 77, October, I think.
Yeah, good for nothing hoodlums. Get the hell out of here! God! Beat it! You lousy no good brats! Come back when you fucking father comes home from work.
He's drunk again.
What are we gonna do? It's pouring rain. We're gonna get soaked if we spend a day outside.
Well, at least you won't get beat. Little rain never hurt nobody. Come on, let's go play.
It's the cycle of abuse.
Bitch can't catch me!
What's this? I got a feeling we're gonna find something here. This looks dangerous. I'm getting vibes from the episode of Wonderhole that I just did with Rhett and Link. Extreme camouflage. Ow. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I hate this part.
Move your ass! I'm waiting! Watch your head! Gee, you're nothing but a slowpoke. Bitch can't do that.
I'll bet I can't either. Hey, I'm going backwards.
Move your ass! I'm waiting!
Ah, memories from my childhood. Back up. I tried to.
Gee, you're nothing but a slowpoke.
Did it. I remember trying to jump over a car to impress my friend Nancy when I was in high school. And I didn't step back enough, I think, and I got on the wrong footing and I just tumbled over it and made an ass out of myself.
What you doing? You're coming or not?
Where are you? Where is this guy? I'm lost. Fuck. Where am I? Where'd the guy go? Guys? Oh, up the stairs. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Gumme Candy. It's hard to navigate this fucking thing. Ah. What is going on, guys? This is driving me batshit. I don't understand this game. I'm here now. This is an empty room. Where's those fucking stairs, guys? This is so annoying. Everything looks the same. Okay, so we came in this way, no? Okay. So we're gonna go around here, down this corridor. Oh, I saw stairs. Okay. Finally.
Come on, loser.
I'm gonna have to concede to this kid. I am a loser in this scenario. What? What? What's that mean? What does that mean, guys? Left shift. Okay, well, I'm pushing left shift. They should just call it shift. Where are we going? Why? Oh, is this a flashback to why the kid's in the grave? Wait, that's where we came from. Wait, are we literally going back?
Yippee-ki-yay!
Die Hard fan.
John's going too fast.
Move your
He never waits
ass!
for
I'm
me.
waiting! Gee, you're nothing but a slowpoke. You don't need to do this if it's too hard for you.
No chance, I can do it all right.
I
Just
didn't
watch.
know not doing it was an option. Because that's what I would have chosen. You're right, Fondue Yourself. These are very complicated controls for me anyway. I'm not that strong a gamer.
John, wait for me.
Get a move on!
Terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Come on, it's your turn. It's time to attack.
Okay. D, where's D? We did it. I mean, you sucked at it, but
Let's play hide and seek. You go and count to 20 and try to find me, okay?
oh boy, something bad's gonna happen here.
1, 2, 3,
We gotta do all this?
5, 6, 8, 12, 13, 14, 16, 19, 20.
Uh-oh.
Help!
Is he doing a joke?
Those cries. That's John's voice.
Uh-oh. This is the kid whose gravestone we looked at. Dark.
Help! My foot is stuck. Grandma, I'm through there.
Guys, I don't think this is going to have a happy ending since it's a flashback of a gravestone subplot. So if you're triggered, you don't have to watch.
What are we gonna do?
I guess I won hide and seek.
Just hang on. Go on, hurry. I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
But the poor kid never did find any help. Yet his brother drowned in a pipe full of rainwater.
The boy that lived, what happened to him?
Well, all I know is he got separated from his parents. I think he got adopted.
That part doesn't sound bad.
Well, looks like a storm's coming. I guess I better be getting home.
Christ, what a horrible story. John Shepherd drowned in the rain while holding his brother's hand.
Well, according to that guy,
Do you think he could be the origami killer?
Come on, let's get back in the car.
okay, I think we're getting there. We've got the origin story, and it has to do with water too, so it could be why he only does it in the rain. Whoops. she go? I'm ready.
I'm waiting for you, Scott!
Yeah, where are you? I don't know how to get... Oh, there she is. It keeps flipping my freaking camera around and I get disoriented.
Wait,
What's the matter?
that man over there.
Yeah?
Charles Kramer.
Otis father? What's he doing here?
He's putting flowers on John Shepard's grave.
Okay. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for today. Fondue yourself. I know what you mean. I don't mind it because I'm easily impressed as an older guy. I mean, remember, I grew up with games like, you know, Asteroids. Thanks, Gummy Candy. I think we did all right on that. I think we're getting there. I think we know it's Gordy at this point. Let's go back to the main menu. Continue, yes. And let's quit the game. We do want to exit. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, that was what it was. Nancy Drudel says the game was rained out. Yeah, getting a little bit of too much rain there. Holy crap, awesome. As one of the younger members of this chat, probably, I spit on any game with less than photorealistic graphic. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll work on that. Well, I want to say thank you, everybody. And if you just joined late and you want to know what we did here, I'll show you. Let me turn off desktop audio here. What the Doug says, hey Henry, I've just rewatched Punching the Clown and I gotta ask, are you really Bat Guy? No, I can't. Yeah, I am Bat Guy. I can't say that I'm Batman though because there's copyright issues. This is the diced onions. These are the sliced cucumber, diced eggplant, sliced eggplant, diced cucumber, sliced onion. No, this is diced onion. And this we thought was radicchio, but apparently it's celery. And why don't we do a quick thank you to you, the users of Henry's Kitchen, for just generally making this such an enjoyable experience. And don't forget, November 16th is the birthday stream. That's going to be exciting. We're just going to do the original. This is the tune of Roger Miller's, what do you call it? It's Trailers for Sale, King of the Road. And we want to thank Nim for the raid and also the News Junkie and so many other people for your subscriptions and all these other things. Here we go. Oh, Royal Flush 9 says it's his favorite rendition. Okay, well, let's do it. This is a thank you to you, the Tier 3 subscribers, the big streamers like Nim who gave us a raid today, and all these other people. And thanks again to the News Junkie. Falcon and Dingo Bob, Dom Beef Hopper 1110, Do Dingle Dog. Boggle, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, and also Shane, yes, Beelzebub. Mochi's Nirvana, it's Kate Kairosa, Bumble Vision and the LGX, Chef Reactions, Husky Boyle, Bill Arkin, Music in the Toilet, Nim Moon Moon, Emaru, Orca Mind, Sven and Bonnie too, Dazzle Kapler and the Request, pour some vanilla, parasitosis, and don't forget Quanto. The tier 3 subscribers, These Nuts, Game Master Flash, the Cat Food Taste Tester, the Cheering X, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom, GR, Essity, Tis, Michelle, and Effie, Dazzle Cat, Zodban, and Toke My Nuts, and also Saguaro, Lou, Burrito, 5555, Dennis or JV's Tech, Sickly Boy, Beelzebub, Hen Lips, 1, Caitlin's Kitchen, Lacey T, Purple Donut filling his fruit tankard, and Boris and Vin and Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey, ASMR, Lurk Bowl, Shandis Nova Glarin, Mr. Gooseberry BT, Embry 225 Yard, Chasm Nico, Tezo, Michael Bublé 4422, Potato Cat Breeder, Passion Airman, Hushin 64, Midnight's Faded, JSBX Fan, Essity Tis, Pool Boy 789, and don't forget Quanto. And my cat roast beef. Slept through the whole frickin' thing. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen, and I sincerely want to thank you, and I hope to see you on Sunday at noon Pacific time, where we're going to be continuing on and doing more cooking, more gaming, more music, and more spending time with each other and trying to figure out the secrets of the universe. See you Sunday, everybody. Thanks.